Some triple threat online action with our 2K TV award winner, eBands.
On Sunday with the end. NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting five. They've got LeBron James. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard spot. And for Golden State, Butler out there with Draymond Green. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. We've got some great guards going.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Simmons. 5 on the clock. Here's James. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry looking around. Giannis outside. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Outside Curry. And stolen by Leonard. 3 on 3. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless. That's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Now here's James. To the paint. Here's Leonard outside Simmons. Over Green. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Simmons got his second basket.
Well, this is one of the reasons you can run the offense through Kawhi Leonard. He just makes good decisions.
Curry kicks to Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Giannis. Shot clock at 6. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Curry. A shot that time, not on target. 80 that time from Leonard. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Now here's Butler after LeBron James's miss. Antetokounmpo passes to Curry. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Davis with the ball for the Warriors. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Green. Golden State moving it around. And they double up Davis. Curry against LeBron. Curry's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Now here's James. He has yet to score, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
James against Antetokounmpo. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
You've got Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fades away. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Simmons can't get it to go. Davis kicks to Giannis. And here's Green outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Let's see those moves.
Here's Leonard. Still yet to score. Simmons passes to Zubac. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The first free throw is good. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Drains the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Here's Curry, following the basket by LeBron James. Back to Curry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now, here's Zubac. After the miss from Stephen Curry, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Butler, the three. And Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. LeBron, a screen on Giannis. Simmons finds James. Over Green. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Simmons looking around. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. .40 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And Green slams it in.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Warriors making the shot. LeBron outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Ben Simmons is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's James. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The shot by Butler, nobody around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Green against Simmons. Outside Leonard. Back to Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from James.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. To the inside. Butler from outside. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Well, Jimmy Butler's 3-ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. James finds Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 6 to shoot. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Giannis outside. Right over LeBron. Wow.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. but man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. James right side. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Outside Curry for the 3. Simmons pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to James. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Inside, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Clippers need to get off a shot. LeBron with another miss. Warriors trail by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Giannis passes to Curry. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Leonard has it in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Curry, Butler out there with Green, and it's Anthony Davis, and it's Giannis in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Davis kicks to Butler. Green, the screen, fires the 3. Oh, good on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. James sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Davis finds Green. Giannis outside. Pass to Butler. Now here's Davis. Here's Green from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now LeBron. Outside for Simmons. Puts up a deep 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Curry. Got us a screen on Leonard. Antetokounmpo against Zubac. Antetokounmpo inside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Zubac. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Anticipation, length. Gives Giannis a great shot blocker.
At the elbow, Green. Pass to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Shot clock at 5. And it's Leonard missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. .135 left in the fourth quarter of this one. LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Curry. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And LeBron James is going to take every crucial possession over. Outstanding shot there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, but thus far, it's been off.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want, and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
From the arc, from range, LeBron is good.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
To the middle. And Davis throws it down.
As soon as Davis receives the ball, you just know he's going to take it at the D. And the basket there was big.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout, and he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Curry fires from way outside. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
At the line for the Clippers, Ben Simmons. 2 shots. Take a break.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
23 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. We got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Green puts up a deep three. LeBron grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship team is about. You know, when your star's not going or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking down big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good to have you with us on a Sunday. And how much?
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon. And Pete. Teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Embiid. Then it's Curry. Then it's George. And it's Antetokounmpo in at point guard. Now Gilgeous-Alexander after the missed three from Stephen Curry. James looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Over Embiid. LeBron, good.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Curry a screen on LeBron. Antetokounmpo passes to Curry. Tips it up, and Drummond is right there.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep LeBron, it's Drummond with the rebound. George against James. The 9-foot shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here are the Lakers. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Now, here's James after the miss from Stephen Curry. Davis setting the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now George, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot falls short this time.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Curry outside. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. Shoots over Curry. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Now here's James, defended by George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know what he wants? He wants to attack, and then guess what? He wants to attack some more. This man was born to go to the rim.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Doughton's checked in. Here's Doughton. Outside, George. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. James finds Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Los Angeles with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Embiid in the corner. George with it. Stuffed. Tie game in Los Angeles. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with LeBron James. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
76ers trailing, and while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
He took the opportunity when he saw it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Davis against Embiid. Over Davis. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Philadelphia with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Curry. Shoots from the elbow. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got 5.
Making use of the in-between area. Curry's ability to break defenses down opens up these shots.
From deep, James, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. No one near him. And the shot goes in. 7 points in the game. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. James in the post. Defended by George. He gets that one.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Giannis dishes to Curry. Giannis sets a screen for Curry. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on George from deep LeBron, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the miss from Joel Embiid. From past the arc, LeBron can't get it to go.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Embiid. Over Finney-Smith. Embiid, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Alexander taking 2 shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
The 76ers trail by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. Puts it up. Another miss by Philadelphia.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Drummond. Curry is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 4 spot. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by James. RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
And he's good on the second. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 7. Outside Curry. There's the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for LeBron. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Giannis outside. To the inside. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Embiid. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Giannis flies the other way.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
LeBron outside. Here's Finney-Smith. Banked in off the glass. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the game.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Pass to Giannis. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Here's Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Finney-Smith. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 10. Drummond sets the screen for Curry. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. James against George. James in the post. Here's Finney-Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
On the wing, Giannis. Covered by LeBron. The 3, good for Embiid.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And a deep 3 from James. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lake. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6th sense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Jackson Hayes. LeBron James is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Davis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to LeBron. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Hayes finds Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Back to Davis. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Curry. And James picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
James absorbing hits on the drive.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Embiid against Davis. Pass to Curry. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Curry wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
And Hayes kicks to Finney-Smith. Davis in the corner. Curry with the steal.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Pass to Giannis. The jump hook. Down low. And Drummond throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you gotta want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's LeBron. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Giannis passes to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. Outside for Curry. Pass to Embiid. The tray. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Embiid's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Lakers trail. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. George against James. George with the defensive effort. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. LeBron with it. George picks him up, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis wants the ball in these big moments, and his ability to deliver is what makes him a special player.
George with the bounce pass. Embiid against Davis, and they double up Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. James against Curry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's James. Finney-Smith kicks to Hayes. Back to Finney-Smith. Over Embiid. James, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points to the paint. And they double up Embiid. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by LeBron. Antetokounmpo. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3 open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Giannis. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. second free throw. No good that time. He really wanted that one. James fires from way outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Philadelphia taking. Thanks so much, David.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Well, you talk about some teams that are stacked in the East, Doris. This is the game to watch.
Yeah, you get the sense of both teams know there is a mental edge perhaps a win would give them should they come out of this on top. We expect both teams to figure big time in the Eastern Conference playoff picture.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at shooting guard. And here are the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Antetokounmpo for three. The shot, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open shot is on the money.
If you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll, boy, stop the ball, because otherwise Shea's going to get to where he wants to go.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
NBA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
At the line, Jason Tatum at the line with 1 shot.
What's up?
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now, here is James. The three is up. Davis with a rebound. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Tatum. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Here's Robinson, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Robinson, 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that. Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Knicks trail by 4. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. James outside. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's the three. James can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside, Brown. A minute 53 left in the first. The three, Porzingis connects from downtown. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, this is where Porzingis thrives. He is shot ready on the catch.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. The three, James. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
Robinson with the block. Knicks trail by 4. And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Now here's Robinson. No made baskets yet. Here's Anunoby. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum can't hit. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Anunoby. James against Davis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
LeBron James always ready to sacrifice for the play. Absorbs the contact, draws the foul, gets the shot off.
Peterson, he's checked in for Hauser. Both free throws good from James. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James against Antetokounmpo. Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. He can't hit that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
We've got Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Holiday in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
And finished off by Davis.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. James against Antetokounmpo. Now, here is James. Porzingis grabs the board. On the wing, Tatum. Anunoby covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Tatum. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Towns finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Towns. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And this game is tied up now. Antetokounmpo outside. And he's going for the lock. Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And it's Tatum missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Tatum against Anunoby. Tatum can't hit. New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Davis against Anunoby. Pass to Towns. James with the ball. Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
36 seconds left in the half. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo, left side. From downtown. No good there. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Antetokounmpo against James. LeBron, attack mode. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Man, the defender really went after him.
James, first personal foul.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, up by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForge. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with James. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo outside. Outside Davis. Pass to Tatum. The 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Tatum's got 6.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Here's James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-pointer. SGA from distance.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
To the middle, and stolen by Porzingis. Here's the break. Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
That's about length. It's about awareness. It's about anticipation. Porzingis able to kickstart the break.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to James. No good with the triple. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. And New York has possession. They trail by 3. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. For 3, James. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Tatum against Anunoby. Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Tatum. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. The 3, James. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. The feed. The jam. Giannis.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Towns outside from the arc. Davis for the rebound. Boston leading by 4. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And James has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. SGA using that size.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shea? Creating a bucket.
On the wing, Tatum. There's the triple. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 6th assist of the night. Knicks trail by 5. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for some t-shirts. Make some noise, fans.
.55 seconds left in the third quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Outside Tatum. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. Pass to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
I tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Knicks trail by 4.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Anthony Davis. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Davis, the pass to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hook loose. Robinson with a steal.
You tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Tatum. 16 feet out. And it's New York with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Towns passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Anunoby for three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And now a three-point Knick lead.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
To the inside. Very pretty alley-oop.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side could get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Here's James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Holiday passes to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer off the mark. Knicks leading by 3. Up top, Anunoby, hounded by Tatum. Tatum against Anunoby. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And it's New York with another.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
Antetokounmpo with it. Back to Tatum. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots from 12. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And James has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 3-point lead. Towns outside. Back to James. And it's James with the jam.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Good on the shot.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Minute 35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Porzingis passes to Antetokounmpo. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Antetokounmpo with it. Porzingis with a screen on James. Outside Porzingis. And it's in. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The shot by Holiday, no good. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Anunoby. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's James. Porzingis grabs the board. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So it comes up empty at the line. Of course, OT. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.